Hey guys, today I want to finish my tutorial on projectile motion. In this simple script, I want to explain the basic API of this tutorial. You will need the position of where this object will be thrown, the object prefab, and the x and y value of velocity. And in this function, you will instantiate the game object prefab, get the rigid body to the component, and assign its velocity with x and y value. And that is what you need to calculate the x and y value of velocity. It is very easy if your game object prefab does not have a rigid body component. But in the case that it does, and your game object is affected by gravity, you will need to use some physics formulas. If you want to know about the physics aspect of this tutorial, I recommend you to watch this video made by Jesse Mason. In this tutorial, I'll be using the formula in his toolbox to solve the problem. I will use the first and the third formula to find the total velocity. Because the throw position and the target position are given, we can calculate the distance between them. T is the time between the moment the object is thrown and the target is hit. And we have theta is the throwing angle, and V0 is the total velocity. Because the first equation and third equation has one common variable, which is V0, I will try to move V0 to one side of the equation, and through V0 I will have another equation. And then after simplifying the equation, you can find the throwing angle, which is theta, using x, y, and t. And then you can find total velocity, which is V0, and the x and y component of vector V0. And now I'm going to translate that calculation into C#. I will need the position of the target, the throwing point, the throwing object prefab, and time until the target is hit. And then I want to find the distance between the throwing point and the target. With a time variable, the x and y distance, you can calculate the throwing angle. And then I can find the total velocity and the x and y component of vector velocity. Then I can instantiate the game object and give it a velocity. Now you can save the script. Remember to fill in the position of the target, the throw point, the throwing game object, and time until the target is hit. Remember that you can also change the position of the throw point and the target. Thank you guys for watching.